Hey YouTubers, X Factor here. Welcome to another episode of Breaking Bad, a series where we talk about potential bad habits that might be limiting you and your potential within Battlefield 3. And we are on Camper Central, aka Sane Crossing. There's multiple stairwells and buildings that people love to camp. Just sit there. No matter what is going on the map, they just love to hog up these little stairwells and buildings. Well, we're going to talk about something that's very common sense. Take away their cover. That's it. Just RPG or 320 out. If you keep getting picked off, spawn in with an RPG, take 2 shots, that clears out J2. If you want to, take out the back of J2 as well. But that's the common sense thing. If I keep getting killed by the same thing or head glitch spot, I'm going to learn and I'm going to do something about it. Now, what's not common sense, and I see too much of this, is windowing. A lot of guys will stare in a window just like this, and guess what? My whole body is framed in this. If I get in trouble, if I panic crouch, half my body's still exposed. So C2, this is a very popular spot because it's a power flag. It's the most important flag on this map. It sees a ton of traffic. So what do? This is Toad. This is PK. What do? Should you stand like this if you're watching Toad? No. Your whole shoulder's exposed to this left area by plants and paint. That's not a good idea. So pick a spot and know where the angle is, right? So if I'm watching Toad, they literally run up right here over. That's the stairway. So what happens is if I start getting shot at, crouch button away from being in safety. Number 2, what can they see? They can barely see my head. That's it. And of course, the other thing is, what angles of threat do I have? Obviously, if somebody's coming up the back stairs, I'm in trouble. So if I look and see C flash at all, I'm thinking about what could potentially be coming up. Because if it stops flashing, they're either in the building underneath me or they're running up the stairs. That's the only way to get off burn until you get to this stairway or that threshold. So pick your spot, and there's a couple to watch Toad at, and your crouch button away. But think of the threat. The only time you can be shot from this spot is if they're at this weird stairwell leading up to PK. If they're in the PK stairs, they can't kill you, right? And I can't tell you how many times there have been crazy shootouts here and no one shot this down with 320s or RPGs. If you're involved in this fight, be that guy. Drop this rubble so they can't camp up here or any stairwell. So let's say you want to watch a J2, right? Because now you got that rubble down. It's a free shot. So you want to be mindful of Toad, right? So maybe I'll shade this right here, and I'm a crouch button away from getting in trouble. So if I start getting shot at, I hate going prone because it limits your mobility. So if you're spotted, you take damage, they got hit markers, they throw an aid, how quickly are you getting out of town? Now, where do people typically nade? Here and here. And we're going to go over one other thing after this. So pick your spots wisely. Present the minimal frame to your threat, right? If I'm watching this, I really don't want to stand like this. My whole frame's in the window. I really want to drop back and work my way in. And the last thing is, sometimes it is okay to crouch walk, right, to avoid being spotted or taking fire. So let's say I want to do this. Maybe I won't peek this just like that, right, because I'm kind of exposed to J2. Maybe I'll literally crouch over, get to a nice angle, and just pop up, right? That way you know you're not spotted. The last thing is, when you're approaching C2, besides knocking down the rubble, let's say you catch a guy from Toad and you get a couple hit markers. He's likely to go crouch or prone. You want him to go prone because what can you do? Simply splash the ceiling. If he's got about 65 health left, that will kill him. My favorite 2 spots are this middle spot here and this one right here. That's it. Because more than likely they panic, they hit an oh shit button, they crouch to prone, and that will finish them off. Campers on this map make it really hard to push around because of the multiple stairways that overlook D. This entire J building is just a mess for C and A. Then, of course, the always famous the C2 building. So, next time you're in a window frame, don't present your whole body. Figure out what you need to pay attention to and minimize your level of threat. And try to head glitch it if you can to have the most success. And last but not least, move around. If you're defending C and if you're in the exact same spot, guys, you can get wise to that, and they're just going to pre-fire the spot and kill you before you even see them. As always, YouTube, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them below. And please start dropping rubble on Sane Crossing to keep people from camping as much. We'll see you soon, YouTubers.